Hi guys, it's Sean with the TSOD channel, and today we're talking all about dry fire practice. Now, I know for you guys, just like for me, I want to be able to dry fire practice and be able to rack that slide to the rear and not have it lock on an empty magazine, as well as just having that safety and peace of mind of having a visual indicator to just let me and others know that, hey, there's pretty much no way that a round is going to be chambered in this weapon system. Well, I want to tell you guys all about the Barrel Blok safety system. Okay, so what is the Barrel Blok safety system? Well, it basically consists of this little plastic rod in here, as well as these mag blocks, or these little like half plastic rounds that you put inside your weapon system, whether it be a pistol or a rifle, to allow you to dry fire, work on that trigger control, and be able to kind of really dial in your shot group overall. Okay, so who should be considering the Barrel Blok safety system? Well, pretty much anybody that's a firearms enthusiast, whether you're military, law enforcement, firearm safety instructor like myself, really doesn't matter. Just allows you to be able to train safer and more realistically, all right, in certain ways. How much does the system cost? Well, basically you can get this Barrel Blok safety for less than 20 bucks. And yeah, I know it looks really, really simple, and it is. You could probably make something like this from just some stuff laying around your house if you really wanted to, but for less than 20 bucks, I mean, it's a pretty decent system. So how do you use the Barrel Blok safety? Well, let's go ahead and break this thing open and check it out. What does a Barrel Blok system really entail? Well, you've got basically 4 items in here, 3 of these little mag blocks, or these inert or fake rounds, and then you've got the rod itself that sits inside of the chamber and the barrel. So I bet you're wondering, how do you use this thing? Well, let's go ahead and install it and check it out. Okay, so how do we install the Barrel Blok system? All right, so step 1, we want to start out with a condition 4 weapon, meaning there's no round in the chamber, magazine is removed, as you can see here. And basically step 1 starts off with inserting our little Barrel Blok rod into the barrel, and you kind of turn it to the side here, and then you want to insert this thing as far up in that chamber as possible, just like this, okay? Sticks out a little bit. That's why we've got our handy dandy little scissors right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut off the excess, and that works right there, just so we have that visual indicator. Now from there, we can go ahead and set this down. Now we're gonna go ahead and insert our mag block into our empty magazine, all right? So just a word of caution, do not try to do any sort of dry fire manipulation with live rounds, all right? So make sure you got a completely empty magazine before you do this. But you're gonna basically insert it with this little U shape up here with the mag block, push down on that follower, and then just slide it in just like that, all right? We're gonna go ahead and insert that magazine into the pistol, and then I'm gonna ride that barrel home, okay? And there it is. That is the system. Now again, I've already checked to make sure this weapon system's clear, so I can go ahead and point my weapon in a safe direction, and I can begin my dry fire practice just like this. I've got my handy dandy assistant here, Bob. He's gonna be kind of my attacker or my threat, okay? And from there, I can basically go ahead and dry fire, pull that, go ahead and rack that slide to the rear, and you notice that my slide didn't lock. With that mag block that we inserted into the magazine here, it allows that slide to basically operate as if there were live rounds inside here. So that's one of the unique benefits of the Barrel Blok system that you don't get with some of the others, okay? All right, so again, you've got that visual indicator to let you know that, hey, there is something physically inside of this barrel and chamber. So I know for a fact I'm not gonna be able to chamber around, even if I had a lapse of memory or whatever, and I loaded a magazine with live rounds in here, which is great. So got visual indicator there. And again, dry fire, rack it back, press out, and now I'm just dry firing. Now, for me personally, like I said, I like to do dry fire, 1 to maybe 5 minutes before I actually go live, just so I can start to rebuild that muscle memory in being able to really dial in the fundamentals of shooting, whether it be, presentation, grip, sight alignment, sight picture, trigger control, and overall trigger squeeze and the follow-up shots, all right? So that's pretty much it. So my thoughts on the Barrel Blok system, again, it's very inexpensive. It adds that additional safety factor that I know that I can't chamber a live round into this weapon system. It allows me to rack that slide to the rear without locking it with having the magazine inserted, as you can see here. And overall, it's just something that I want to implement into my firearm safety and training courses with my students. So last but not least, how do you pick up one of the Barrel Blok systems? Well, head on over to their website. I'll link it below, blocksafety.com. Figure out what caliber block safety system that you need and go ahead and order it. Like I said, most of their kits are less than 20 bucks. So for me, it's overall a cost-effective purchase. Okay, so my final thoughts as we come to the end of this video is, number one, above anything else, don't do any dry fire practice with live rounds in your magazine. The whole purpose of dry firing is so that you can kind of build that muscle memory, practice, get those repetitions in without actually firing rounds, right? So, for the love of God, just don't have any live rounds when you're doing dry fire practice. That's a recipe for disaster, to have an accidental or negligent discharge, however you want to call it. And then basically from there, just train safely. And it's a cost-effective system. And that's pretty much all I got for the Barrel Blok safety kit. So as always, if you like this video, please go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and throw a comment in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's another system out there. And yeah, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I've got more firearms related content coming soon, so you're not gonna wanna miss it. And that's all I got for you on the TSOD channel today. Peace.